Hello, how are y'all today? So tell me, have you ever thought about ever considering your books as beautiful? Are you a reader? Are you a book collector? Have you ever been questioned about what you thought about the looks of your books? Not just what's inside, but how they look on the outside. Well, I tell you what, we are going to entertain this question by participating in the Beautiful Books tag. I was tagged by Phillip over there at A Poet Reads to Write, and I'll be honest with you, he is a lover of literature, but he also loves books themselves, and he has a wonderful taste in how books are designed, and he has a large collection. I myself don't really have a great collection because I'm more of a reader. Now, I do appreciate having a beautifully designed binding. I really do. But it's not been a part of my checklist as to when I'm purchasing books. It is affected as when I'm buying certain books that, yes, I want to have the best looking book as possible. But let's go ahead and entertain this and participate in this tag. Now, there's only 7 prompts for this one. And I want to also send out an apology to Philip because he had submitted me or tagged me in this tag quite some time ago. And as I am slowly building my library, as I'm slowly collecting new books, I am starting to have options to choose from to be able to answer some of these prompts. So it's taken me a while to get to it. I do apologize, but I hope that you enjoy this segment and enjoy what I have to present with you. So let's go ahead and get into this, right? So the first prompt is a book that you bought because of the cover design and wonder. So before I actually answer this prompt, let me go ahead and put up my disclaimer and my apologies, because a lot of the books that I am going to present for you today are books that I've presented in the past, because they tend to answer a multitude of prompts, a multitude of Booktube tags. So the first one, and just don't be surprised, but the first one is Grimoire Noir by Vera Green Tea. Now, this book is simply fabulous. The cover design and the wonder of the book. This is a graphic novel. If you've been on my channel long enough, you will know I talk a lot about this book. The story, the illustrations, the book itself is just magnificent. You can still hear it cracking. I've read this book 3 times already, and you can still hear the binding. It's still new. I don't want to damage the spine, but it has, even the spine itself, it has raised print, the coloring, the illustration. It's just a wonderful book to me. It really is. And I'm so proud. This book, even used, this book was a little expensive. I think I spent about 25, somewhere around 25 and 30, maybe after taxes or whatnot, for this particular book. It's one of the most expensive books outside of my poetry collections that I've spent on a single book. So, yes, that's the first one. And then we go on to prompt number 2, which is the favorite design series. And it has to be Julian Stockwin's Thomas P. Kidd series. And the main reason why is, and I have yet to read the first one, but the collection, and this is one of my collection series. The cover of these books are just fabulous to me. The very first time I picked up the very first book in this collection, I was drawn in by the cover. Now, the spines aren't very elaborate, but they were nice enough to draw my initial attention. But then I came along and picked them up and was just completely drawn in by the illustrations on these paperback books. The entire series. And I immediately became drawn in with my imagination. I can look at the cover of this book and begin to place myself aboard its decks and see myself actually on the water on these ships. Just the color schemes, the ship designs, such an elegant series. There are 26 books in this series. 26, and I'm in the process of collecting them all. Okay, so what do we have? Prompt number 3, a beautiful dust jacket. Now, I wouldn't really claim this as beautiful, but when you deal with, I don't have a whole lot. I've got a couple of them. I don't have a whole lot of dust jackets. But this is also another book that I have mentioned before. And it has some gloss. It has some raised print. And the color scheme itself. This is Rebel Yell. This is a biography of Stonewall Jackson. A monster of a book, of course. But the dust jacket is just amazing. The book itself, of course, is very appealing. It's a fabric textured binding with a flat cloth covering with a very illustrative interior sleeve. But the color scheme and the design overall for the dust cover for Rebel Yell is my pick for my beautiful dust jacket. Right? Yeah. Nice. And I'm actually enjoying this book, and I'm taking my time. I'm taking my sweet time with this book. I haven't gotten very far into it, but it is a wonderful, very intriguing read. Okay, so moving on to I guess we're going to move on to number 4, right? Naked Hardback. And I came across this book just through a challenge, a bookstore challenge. I didn't find this book. I didn't see it and pick it up. It was picked out for me by my local bookstore, and this is the Civil War book, right, by Time Life magazine. Sponsored this. Got this fully embossed hardback cover with colored gloss print. It's pressed. It's not raised or embossed. It's pressed in there. And amazing book. And it's a bit of a collector's item, I would think. You can see how the cover is actually pressed, embossed. Yeah. With lots of wonderful illustrations in it. And it's just a collection of information about the Civil War. So, this is called Brother Against Brother, and it's a Civil War book, informational book. So, there's that one. And then number 5, beautiful paperback. I think I had another one. I'm not sure why this book wanted another dust cover book, I guess. Did I have 2 of them? Dust covers was number 3, right? The Dark and Other Love Stories. This one here is a book of short stories. But the cover is, and it's somewhat of a textured, glossy, kind of a felty type feeling on the book. Yeah, there was one. And I think I had this one also for nonfiction. Yeah, and then, yeah, nonfiction. That was this one here. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. I thought I had them all lined up, but I guess I didn't. This was also another one, I guess, nonfiction, and then a book with great end papers. Beautiful paperbacks, nonfiction. That's this one. And then I don't really have one to meet. I'm going to have to bring up the first book that I brought back up because of the way it was designed. But we also have another graphic novel, which is a naked hardback book. Once again, with pressed and colored print on the front. Very simple. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, of course. And this is also the graphic novel version. And the art is very detailed art in here. So this is another one. This is also a brand new book. Didn't spend half as much as I did for Grimoire Noir for this particular title. Beautiful Paperbacks is my Ted Dekker series. 6 books total in the series. And I just really am drawn in, excuse me, by the illustrations on the covers of these books. 6 in total. This is Chosen Infidel. Ted Dekker is a Christian fiction author. And this 6-book series is called the Lost Book series. And the story is around trying to find the 7 books of instruction for a specific, what do I have here? Oh, I have another card. I didn't realize that was in there. This was one of my favorites out of the series. This is called Renegade by Ted Dekker. This is book number 3. Check out that cover. Beautiful paperbacks. This is number 5, beautiful paperbacks. So I have those. Really, really fantastic collection. Really getting excited about getting into reading that. And number 6 is a nonfiction book with a beautiful cover. And this is my Insider's Guide to Alaska. And the state flower is on there with a nice greenery on there. That image of that, I think it's probably one of the Alaskan lakes up north. And so that is really just a fantastic book. And it's basically just an insider's guide, fully illustrated book about, it's like a state encyclopedia, basically. So tiny print, but lots of illustrations, as you can see from the markings on the side there. And then I want to go back to the first book that I selected and talk about the Grimoire Noir, because it's the only one that I have. Now, I don't have a whole lot of illustrated, but it says a book with great end papers and spine. And so, like I said, I don't do a lot of the more contemporary releases have colored spines and artistry and all kinds of, just the spines themselves, or excuse me, laced with some kind of dust or colorings. Or what I really do like about this particular one is that the pages are actually uneven, and so they flurry a little bit, and so that's really, I thought that was pretty cool, and adds to the overall appearance and feel for that book. And that was prompt number 7. I wish I had more of a collector's style of books. I don't quite have that as of yet, but soon I know that I will be looking at acquiring books that are more about the design of the book themselves. So with that being said, and I hope that you enjoyed my picks, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Thanks for joining me. And as always, y'all keep reading.